Hello everyone, Ziosan this side. In today's lecture, we will be discussing about the division Pteridophyta, the true land plants or the first vascular plants. In this lecture, we will be discussing about their habitat or what we call as the location, about the plant body that is divided into root, stem and the leaf, about their vascular bundles as well, that is the xylem and the phloem, about either the secondary growth is present or absent, and the last but not the least thing, that is what we call as the alternation of generation, the gametophyte and the sporophyte. So let's get started. Okay, now we are dealing with the pteridophytes. What we know about the word pteridophyte is that they are the true land plants. That we do know priorly about the bryophyta, that they are called as the amphibians of the plant kingdom, which means they are not the true plants. But here, if you are dealing that pteridophytes, they are also called as the true land plants, which means they are the first terrestrial plants. And one other important thing is they are also called as the first vascular plants. As we do know about the bryophytes, that they don't have any xylem, not even the phloem. But here in the case of the pteridophyta, they do have the xylem, they do have the phloem. The first thing first, what I do always go for about the characteristics, the location. So the majority of the members are present in the moist and the shady places. For example, ferns and the horsetail, but some of them are aquatic as well. If I have to deal with the what are the names of the members of the pteridophyta which are aquatic, so there will be Azolla and Marsilia. There will be Azolla and the Marsilia. And here I have to go for like, is there any member in the division Pteridophyta that they can live or they can survive in the scarce water condition, or what we call as the water scarce condition? Yes, we do have a member called as Equisetum. And another condition is also there, that is called as the epiphytic, which means there are some members of the division Pteridophyta which do not directly grow on the soil. Rather, they will be growing on any other plant. That is what we call, we do know about the epi word. Epi means above and the word phyta means plant. So basically, the word epiphyte will be, these are the special plants which grow on other plants, or they take anchor of the other plants. They are called as the Lycopodium. Please do remember that the epiphytic member of the division Pteridophyta is called as Lycopodium. Now, about the plant body. Till now we were dealing about the thyloid body, in which like no proper root, no proper stem or no proper leaf was present. But here in the case of the Pteridophyta, we do have a proper root, we do have a proper stem, and we do have a proper leaf as well, which means we can call them as the proper true plants, in which the plant body can be differentiated into root, stem and the leaf. Now, the first thing is called as the root. If I'll be dealing with the root, when the life starts, they start with the primary root, but the primary root is soon replaced by the adventitious root, which means that the primary root is short-lived, and after whenever they are growing, their primary root will be replaced by the adventitious root, or one word other is that is called as a fibrous root. If I have to deal with the stem may be aerial or may be underground. Usually, if I am dealing with the any plant body, that plant body is divided into below the ground, and that is what we call as underground or above the ground. The root and the shoot. Root is always below the ground, whereas shoot is always above the ground. And majority of them are aerial, which means above the ground, but some of the stem will be underground as well. If I am dealing with the leaves, they have a special type of the leaf that is called as a pinnate leaves, which means they are feather-like. Okay, vascular bundles, or what we call as the vascular tissues. Here, the vascular bundles are divided into the xylem and the phloem. We do know that xylem conducts water, whereas the phloem conducts food. This is very simple, and I assume that you already know, but still for me the trick to remember that which item is conducted in which vascular tissue, that the xylem conducts water, like you do know. But about the phloem, if you want to go for like the phloem food, as simple as that, you can deal with. And the special cell which is present in the xylem is called as the tracheids, whereas the special cell in the phloem is called as the sieve cells. I repeat, the special cells that are present in the xylem are called as the tracheids, where the specialized cell in the phloem which are used for the conduction of the food are called as sieve cells only. There's no other cell present in the xylem, not even in the phloem. If I have to deal with the secondary growth, basically what does secondary growth means? The proper meaning of the secondary growth will be like the primary growth of the plant is vertical growth, whereas the secondary growth will be called as a horizontal growth, and that always takes place with the help of a special tissue called as cambium. And if there is no cambium, ultimately there will be no secondary growth at all. Correct? Okay. Now, alternation of generation. Alternation of generation. As we have learned in the Bryophyta, again we are dealing with the pteridophytes, that they do have two phases of their life. The first phase is called as a sporophyte, and the second phase here is called as a gametophyte. The sporophyte is basically diploid, dominant, and the autotrophic, just opposite with the bryophytes. Whereas the gametophyte, you have haploid, short-lived, but this is also autotrophic. In case of the Bryophyta, we did know that the gametophyte is the dominant stage of the life cycle of the bryophyte, whereas in case of the pteridophytes, the dominant phase is sporophyte. Please do remember these cases as well. Hopefully our lecture series is beneficial for you guys. Thank you very much for your so much support. Please ask, if you do have any kind of questions, you can ask in the comment box. I'll try to answer you there only. Thank you.